Ditch the dish.
On Kababayan LA this afternoon, Dylan Wilks, we learned a lot from his story. He was living the life in England as a young millionaire, right, business person, and he turned his back on all that to go to the Philippines and help. 7 years later, we have human heart nature, and you were saying something about wanting the world to know that Philippines can produce world-class products.
Yes. When you think about what the rest of the world knows about what comes from the Philippines, the main product that people know is San Miguel.
The beer.
The beer, that's right. But most non-Filipinos don't even know it's from the Philippines. They think it's Spanish or something like that.
Right.
So we would like to be able to show with these to the whole world that made in the Philippines can really mean something.
So you know what? It's not just it's not just a source of income for our kababayans back home, especially for GK beneficiaries, but also it's something that boosts the morale of the Filipino people when we know that we can compete with other world-class products out there. But before we go any further, let's take this phone call from Rod, joining us from Fontana. Hi, Rod. Are you there? I think we lost Rod. Is he? Hi, Rod. Going, gone. Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about that. Do you think that Gawad Kalinga is also changing the culture, the mentality of the Filipinos?
I think it's had definitely an impact on the way that the whole country thinks about being Filipino, because for the last few years, you've seen a rise in patriotism. I remember when I first arrived 7 years ago, a lot of the time I would hear people saying, oh, there's not much good in the Philippines, we're all corrupt and blah, blah, blah. But I don't hear that very much anymore. What I hear now is much more of, we're proud to be Filipino, we love our country, we see so much good in each other, let's build one another up. And it's that bayanihan culture now that you start to see coming out.
And I guess it's sad and happy at the same time, because we have to hear it from people like you. We have to hear it from non-Filipinos. Even amongst ourselves, we don't recognize a Filipino for all the achievements unless the mainstream media pays attention to that particular person. What do you say about that? It takes a non-Filipino, somebody like you, to love and care for the Philippines before we follow.
Well, it just amazes me because it's so easy to see so much good in Filipinos. And honestly, the most heroic people I've ever met in my life are in the Philippines. The most wonderful people I've ever met. That's why I'm very happy to still be living there after 7 years, raise my children there. And of course, for a lot of people, there aren't economic opportunities. That's why many people leave. But if you talk to most Filipinos here in the U.S., many will tell you they left in tears. They left everything they loved and cared about behind.
And even when they're already away, they still miss the Philippines. They still long to be back. Dante is a caller right now. Hi, Dante.
Hello, Janelle.
Yes.
Hello, Dylan. I just wanted to ask, I mean, Dylan's obviously a very successful man, but what does he attribute his success? He was a young millionaire, and, you know, did you party? Did you do anything before you decided that you wanted to give back?
Well, I did all of those things, and you come to a point when you realize that's not the path to happiness. And there's a big difference between happiness and pleasure. And pleasure always has a price tag, but happiness really comes from your relationships and especially knowing that you're fulfilling God's purpose with your life. And I really feel that he blessed me for a good reason, that maybe I'd be able to share this story and others would see that there's real joy in sharing, there's real joy in giving and helping others as well.
And why the Philippines? You had many choices, even in England, maybe help some people there, or in other Asian countries. Why Philippines?
I did look at a lot of other countries. I spent 6 months going all over the world, but the only thing that I really saw working was Gawad Kalinga. That's the first thing that convinced me it had a solution to poverty. So the Philippines, simply because it's working there.
And it's nice what you mentioned earlier, when all you wanted to do was donate, hand out. And the founder of Gawad Kalinga told you something else.
Yes, my first reaction when I saw Gawad Kalinga, I sent him an email and said, I'd like to give $100,000. Where should I send it? And his reply was, please don't send your money. I'm not interested in your money. But if you really want to help, why don't you come and build it yourself and learn more about Gawad Kalinga? And so he was saying that people's value is not in their money, no matter how much or how little you have to give. It's simply your heart. If you really make room for people, then God will find a way for you to help.
And that's what got you hooked. Christina is on the line. Hi, Christina. You want to talk to Dylan?
Hi.
Yes, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, my question is, I'm from Palawan Island. And I hear that Palawan Island right now, they're building 2 shopping centers. One is SM and the other one is Robinson. And I would like to ask him if he's going to Palawan, or if he's already had some in Palawan. But anyway, I'm from Alaska. I'm not from Chino. I'm just visiting.
Oh, okay. So she's from Palawan, and she wants to know if there's GK in Palawan.
Yes, actually, just 2 weeks ago, we had what we call our annual Bayani Challenge. We took 700 people to Rio Tuba in the south of Palawan, and they built a whole village in 1 week. So they were in teams of 15 people. Each team had to build one house, including Human Nature. We sent a team from Human Nature as well.
Sounds like fun. I'm thinking we should probably create a tour here where Filipinos can go back to the Philippines, not just a tour, but also 1 or 2 days to build a house.
That's right. We do have that. We offer that. Anybody who's interested, just get in touch with Gawad Kalinga here or in the Philippines, and we'll tour you around. And we have groups coming and actually building too.
Exactly. And we'll find out more when we return on the show. We'll give you more information about Gawad Kalinga as well. Don't go away, guys, and keep calling.